Okay, this is what we call live writing. So live writing is when the instructor demonstrates the creation of an essay in real time. So what I have are two question prompts. So this is the first one. Some people think that increasing business and cultural contact between countries brings many positive effects. Others say it causes the loss of national identities. Okay, so let's time this, guys. 7:57. You see that over there? So that one is here. I just typed it here, down here. Okay, so I will now begin. Let's assume that we are in the computer delivered test. So basically, I will just type the outline here, but I will make sure to delete it later. Okay, so the bullets. Okay, wait. Let's have the bullets there. Okay, let's correct the spacing there. Key there. Okay. So in conformity with cardinal rule 2, so I'm isolating all the keywords and phrases. So increasing business and cultural contact between countries. So what I will say there is the globalization trends. That's for the business aspect. And then I will proceed to just talk about how foreign countries easily invest in less developed countries. What a beautiful thing computer delivered is. You can type so many words here just in your outline. Mm, with the breakdown of trade barriers there. And then let's now talk about cultural contacts. So we can talk about technology and the internet. So this is the cultural aspect. So we can say that the internet has invaded the globe, thereby allowing the easier dissemination of foreign ideas and culture to all parts of the globe. There, okay. So we covered already these keywords there. Yay! Business and cultural contact. And then bring many positive effects. Okay, so positive effects. Let's now talk about the positive effects. So remember, this is just an outline. So globalization has resulted in the equitable distribution of wealth. Yan. With less developed countries reaping the benefits of foreign investments into their shores there, thereby boosting foreign reserves, allowing high quality jobs. So we can cite as an example there BPOs there with higher pay and greater benefits, plus the ability, plus the recipient country having the ability to level up their technological savvy there at par with the rest of the world. And then culture, positive effects. So we're done with this one. Positive effects for culture is that with cultural openness, many countries are exposed to all that foreign culture have to offer, and thereby enjoy the exposure to such culture. So we can cite here like the K-pop phenomenon, okay, and like Hollywood movies. We can cite like American sports, such as basketball. We can also cite um, French fashion there, Louis Vuitton, etc. So that's done with Yahoo. Bring many positive effects. Ah, I would also like to mention, guys, likewise, this leads to a global tolerance and openness to everything foreign, thereby preventing the continuing onslaught of racial discrimination and the like there. Okay, like the hate that has been exhibited to the Asians. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, and then uh, others say it causes the loss of national identities. So we can copy paste that, guys. There, we're just in the outline, guys. There. Admittedly, there many cultures succumb to the pressures of foreign influence. There, many countries have seen their unique culture and identity slowly disappear with the newer generation becoming more inclined towards all that is foreign. So an example of this is, what's a good example of this? For example, there, Philippine local music is now only a shell of what it once was. Or we can also cite, or the movie industry, yeah, is now only a shell of what it once was, owing to the unceasing exposure from foreign music and film. Okay, then we can also cite, okay, certain values such as politeness and respect for authority are slowly disappearing there. And given that Western values of self expression are creeping into the local psyche, making people more aggressive and what's a word for it? Makes them more aggressive and Uh, mm,
Liberated.
aggressive, liberated, and there's a word that's at the tip of my tongue, but I just can't get it out. And less socially inclined. There. Okay, so we have covered all of it. We have covered this one. Yeah, positive effects. In the end, we have also covered some negative effects there. So this is a classic crossover. And so we can now proceed to our problem solver there. Okay. What I'd like to do is I'd like to fix this over here so I don't, there we can see it in one screen there. Okay, there it is. There. Discuss both views and give your own opinion. Okay. You know, I have a ready response for this. Wait. So what we do here is there. Okay. Oops. Okay. Hold on. I made a mistake with the bulletin there. Okay. Then let's copy paste that there out there. Ooh, what's happening? Ooh, how does this work? formatting formatting difficulties. I'll just type it manually. Others say it causes the loss of I can't get it to behave. Okay, there you go. All right. And then we'll now proceed to our problem solver. And I have a ready problem solver for this. No? Then as far there, let's just make this bigger. As far as this writer is concerned, any fears of a total loss of cultural identity is unfounded. Their proof of this is Japan. There, I would always go into Japan. There. Despite being highly technological and world-renowned as regards to world-renowned there, what's happening as regards to their ingenuity and engineering prowess, fully embracing Western developments in this regard, the nation is still famously very cultural, never losing their treasured identity, either in gastronomy, where Japanese food is regarded as one of the world's best, or in or in the arts, where Japanese theater, dance, what else? Traditional sports there, such as sumo, wrestling. What else? Clothing, the kimono there. Japanese theater, kabuki there. And song, all proliferate even greater. Yeah. In fact, it is globalization itself which leads to the propagation of such unique identity, driving a strong tourist visitor visit rate and ultimately strengthening such aspects of culture there. All right. Then I think I have killed it. I have killed this part. Look at this. It causes the loss of national identity. I have killed that, guys. So this is a classic rendition of the. So if you see this, guys, these are the positive effects there. These are the negative effects, right? There. And then this one is the kill of the negative. There. So this is now the classic rendition of the kill and bury. So what happened here is the bury came here in front. Beautiful, isn't it? There. That's the bury. This one is the kill. Remember, the kill is a two-step process. We cite the opposing opinion first, and then we kill. There. That's it. In fact, we can even add here, this does not even discount the influence of K-pop there, as well as Korean movies and so-called Korean novellas, all of which are dominating global culture, as evidenced by Parasite, the first foreign film in history to have ever won the Academy Award. What an incredible accomplishment by the Koreans. And Squid Game, which has marked its place in history as the biggest show ever produced in the history of Netflix. Oh my God. The Koreans, man. Terrible, terribly good. All this would not have been made possible without the influence of globalized of a globalized world there. Okay. So as you can see, guys, it's now very easy to conclude. Oh my God, this is just an outline, but I actually already made the essay. I couldn't help myself. It's only 8:15. Okay. I couldn't help myself. I just kept typing and typing. So it's supposed to be only an outline. And then let's have the conclusion. Okay. To conclude, this is already a full essay. While it may be tempting to give in to the idea that global business and cultural openness would result in a tragic loss of cultural diversity. As the examples above have shown, all this is just much ado over nothing, with apologies to Shakespeare. Okay, that's already an essay. So all I need is, no, let's not make this an outline. Let's just make this the essay proper. Okay, there. So let's just have the introduction here. There is a raging controversy pertaining to the practice of the breaking down of trade barriers. Uy, I have so much time. I would like to mention as well Jollibee, for example. That is the computer delivered. There's so much time. Breaking down of trade barriers, as well as the propagation of foreign culture to all corners of the globe. While this may indeed result in discernible positive impacts, the concern cannot be mitigated pertaining to the possible loss of unique local identities. Pertaining to the possible loss of unique local identities. There. And then to begin with, there. Let's just copy paste all of this. There. Okay, what's happening? What is happening? How do I do this? Okay, I'll just type it there. Manual. To begin with, foreign countries have indeed found it's easier to invest their resources in less developed countries. There, capitalizing on cheaper labor and more favorable tax incentives, hence resulting in a global trend of the breaking down of trade barriers, a phenomenon called globalization. Okay, I would like to cite an example. This is particularly how China rose from the ashes of war to become the second most powerful economy in the world, practically eliminating all poverty within its shores. Wow, there are no poor people in China. Okay. Then, okay, add to this the developments of the internet there. There, let's just copy that, copy paste that. Yeah. Okay. Development of the internet has invaded the globe, thereby allowing the easier dissemination of foreign ideas and culture to all parts of the world. Okay. A cursory look at YouTube will allow one to immediately view all aspects foreign, including their technological prowess and their cultural ways there. Okay. And then there, undoubtedly, there. Let's now go into all of these positive traits. Globalization has resulted in the equitable distribution of wealth, with less developed countries reaping the benefits of foreign investment into their shores, thereby boosting foreign reserves, allowing high quality jobs with higher pay and greater benefits, plus the recipient country having the ability to level up their technological savvy at par with the rest of the world. Okay, let's copy paste that here. There, there. And then let's just go into the negatives. Okay. See, that is the computer delivered, guys. It's just a copy paste. Beautiful. Okay, look at that. I'm only hitting 25 minutes. Okay, with cultural openness, many countries are exposed to all the foreign culture of the and thereby enjoy the exposure to such culture. Okay, let's just improve those parenthetical remarks. Mhm. Uh, Not only can anyone enjoy the intoxicating performances of K-pop stars, one can now easily view quality Hollywood movies with their immersive special effects, or enjoy the global basketball NBA superstars, and have the chance to indulge in luxury such as having French brands like Louis Vuitton in the local economy. There, and then we'll just copy paste that one. Likewise, this leads to global tolerance and openness to everything foreign, thereby preventing the continuing onslaught of racial discrimination and the like. Okay. And then with cultural openness, so let's just delete all of this. Okay, there, we'll just copy paste this. Okay, there. And then what's next? Everything is just a copy paste from here on, guys. There are certain values such as politeness and respect for authority. Well, we should mention that the Japanese are notoriously polite people, very respectful, despite the influence of foreign cultures. Okay, and then it's time to kill the negative. There. Mm, There. Kill of the negative. As far as this writer is concerned, any fears of total loss of cultural identity is unfounded. Proof of this is Japan. Despite being highly technological and world-renowned as regards to ingenuity and engineering prowess, fully embracing Western developments in this regard, the nation is still famously very cultural, never losing their treasured identity, either in gastronomy, where Japanese food is regarded as one of the world's best, or in the arts, where Japanese theater, kabuki, dance, traditional sports such as sumo wrestling, clothing, the kimono, and song, mm, J-pop, J-pop, all proliferate even greater. Mm, as regards to politeness, the brash, I still cannot remember that word. I've been trying to remember it since earlier. The brash, in your face, Western expressionism has done nothing to mm, temper the famous Japanese politeness and respect, as evidenced by the bowing culture there. Okay. And then, in fact, wait, let's save this first. Okay, before we lose it. Okay, let's save it under. Oh, wait. Save as. Let's save it under writing workshop there. Okay, before we lose the file. Okay, and then I will send this file to you. Then there, you can apply that in many question prompts. There's a question prompt alone that asks for clothing, right? Yeah, how clothing has influenced local culture. There's a question prompt talking about food. There's a question prompt talking about all aspects of culture. You can just simply apply the same pattern. Live writing, is there live writing here? Oh, I don't think there's live writing here. We'll just make a folder. Live writing there. Again, what's the date today? November 26th. Okay. So far, is there any question? Are you enjoying learning a lot? Is there anybody? Is there anybody in the GC? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir. Ang
All
galing.
right. Okay. Yay. In fact, it is globalization itself which leads to the propagation of such unique identity, driving a strong tourist visit rate and ultimately strengthening such aspects of culture. This does not even discount the influence of K-pop, as well as Korean movies and so-called Korean novellas, all of which are dominating global culture, as evidenced by Parasite, the first foreign film in history to have ever won the Academy Award for Best Picture, and Squid Game, which has marked its place in history as the biggest show ever produced in the history of Netflix. All of this would not have been made possible without the influence of a globalized world. Mm, in Philippine, see, I have so much time. I have 10 minutes left. In the Philippine setting, there, a local hamburger chain called Jollibee has stood up to the global fast food giant McDonald's there, preventing the multinational from dominating the industry. In fact, thanks to the globalized, what's the term for it? In terms of the globalized dynamics there, Jollibee has now successfully invaded foreign shores. opening branches in every continent, in practically every continent there. All right, except Antarctica. To conclude, while it may be tempting to give into the idea that business and cultural openness would result in a tragic loss of cultural diversity, as the examples above have shown, all this is just much ado over nothing, with apologies to Shakespeare. Oh, then let's put there. Oh, no, don't do that. Okay, so this is the computer delivered test, guys. That's it. There. We still have, look at that, we still have 8 minutes. Here, I don't think I want to add anymore. I'm tired. Then here, okay, it's a loaded essay. It's filled with information, lots of exemplification. Okay, the argumentative structure is strong. It's the kill and bury. Oh my God, how many words did this run? Can you imagine? That's what the computer delivered does for you guys. It allows you to become very prolific in your writing. How many words is that? Whew. 742 words. Okay, there. I'll send that to you. There. Discuss both of these views and give your own opinion. There. Then what about the second one? Okay. For the second one, I won't write it anymore, guys. I'll just bullet it. So, ooh, okay, what's happening? Because this was copy pasted over Facebook. Okay, we cannot avoid it. So, changing careers. So, why do people change career? That is really a result of globalization as well. Why do people change careers? There, you can cite globalization, expansion of competition there, both foreign and local. And this has given greater opportunities for workers there. Increased competition between companies attempting to retain their workforce there. It's like you nurses, guys. I mean, you make it to the UK, and there are many companies from the US willing to open their services for you. They will provide you with the right financial incentives. Oh my God, so tempting. There. Did you see the payslip I attached? Did you see? Did you see? Did you see that, guys? The one in IELTS Einstein. Did you see that? Did you? Did you? Guys?
Yes, sir. But I did
That's
not pay.
that's a payslip of a care home nurse. Can you imagine?
Wow.
That was like 5,000. I forgot, 5,400 pounds. And then net of that amount is something like 4,200 pounds. That's a month's pay. And that is without overtime. Can you imagine that? Wow, man. How can Philippine hospitals compete with that? And then other than that, okay. People are empowered. There is no longer the culture of loyalty where people would stick to one company for the rest of their years, as what was the pattern in the past there. Okay, so these UK nurses, eventually they end up going to the US. It's just one ladder after another. So positive, of course, economically beneficial there. And then labor rights are upheld and valued better there. Meanwhile, negative. Okay. Negative impacts would be instability in companies, or what is the term for that? There is a perpetual disruption of projects there. What else? I think that's it. Is there an economic negative effect? Wait. Increased income, increased spending, increased tax remittances, increased investments. Everything increases. In the end, as regards to these negative effects, then I will just kill or resolve, compromise there. Notwithstanding, there, this can be avoided if companies reward their employees well, provide them with the right incentives to stay, thereby reducing any unnecessary disruptions to their respective goals and objectives. There, that's it. That's just your essay. Wait, we can delete this already, so we can move that up there. That's just the outline, guys. So it's time to conclude. So in a nutshell, to bottle the end here. While indeed there may exist negative effects from the undeniable trends of, I wonder what's the term for this, employee migration, either between companies or between countries. All this can easily be mitigated by the right carrot and stick approach that companies may apply to preserve their valuable workforce. In the end, doing such, all that will be left will be a win-win situation for all parties concerned. There, that's the outline. There. So, and then you can just inject your examples, like the example I gave about nurses. There, this is actually all about you. How you can easily change careers. Oh my God, careers. Oh, I thought jobs. Huh. So it's a good thing I look back on that. So this is different from jobs alone. So I will just have to go back to all of these. And there has to be another reason why some people want to shift careers. So there, that was close, guys. This wouldn't really score much because can you imagine the impact of that one word? I thought jobs, but careers. So that's an entirely different thing. And several times. See? So this essay has the potential of scoring only 6.5 because we missed the key word there of career. See, it's a good lesson right there. Careful, careful. Every word can impact an essay significantly here. All right. So I will save this document, this 725 word essay. Very important, globalization. So we will save this recording. This will be uploaded over YouTube. Okay, I'll stop the recording first to prevent the time from running unnecessarily long. Let's have the questions afterwards. Hold on. Let's go recording what's happening. There you are. Okay.